Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. In first part of our video, we have discussed about what is method overriding, the need of method overriding, and various important rules for implementing method overriding in Java programming language. Now, in this particular video, we will discuss about important concepts related to method overriding, and we will also going to discuss about some of the important questions and answers. So let us start with the next topic. This is one of the important concept that one should know to have a better understanding of method overriding in Java programming language. So here we are having two statements: child equals to new child versus parent equals to new child. So let us try to understand the difference between these two statements first on the basis of runtime type. So here we are having two classes, parent class and child class is extending parent class. So if we know the exact runtime type of an object, then we should go with this approach, that is child equals to new child. So here reference as well as object is of child class, and if we don't know the exact runtime type of an object, then we should go with this approach, that is parent equals to new child. So here a reference is of parent class and it is holding an object of child class. Now let us try to understand the second difference on the basis of method call. So when we use this statement, that is child equals to new child, then by using a child class reference, we can call both child class methods as well as parent class method. And when we use this approach in which a reference is of parent class, then in that case we can call only the methods of our parent class and the overridden method in a child class, but we cannot call the specific methods of a child class. Now let us try to understand these concepts by the help of our program. So here this statement is equals to child equals to new child. So by using a child class reference, we can call all the methods which are present inside our child class, as well as we can call the methods which is present inside our parent class. So here father class is a parent of son class and print hello method is a method of our parent class. So we can call all the methods of our parent class as well as of our child class. Now in this statement, our grandfather is a parent class of our father class and father class is a parent class of son class. So this statement is equivalent to this statement, that is parent equals to new child. So by using our parent class reference, we can call all the methods which is present inside our parent class, and we can also call the overridden method of our child class, but we cannot call the specific method of our child class. That is, this get number method is present inside our child class son, and by using this parent class reference, we cannot call the child specific methods. Now let us try to understand the difference between these two statements on the basis of object hold. So by using a child class reference, we can hold only particular child class object, but by using parent class reference, we can hold any child class reference. Let us try to understand this concept by the help of example. So here this statement is equivalent to this statement, that is child equals to new child. So a child class reference can only hold a particular child class object, and here this statement is equivalent to this statement, that is parent equals to new child. So a parent class reference can either hold a parent class object and it can also hold any child class object. So here father and son are the childs of grandfather class, and by using grandfather reference, we can hold an object of our child class, that is son object and father object. Now my dear friends, let us discuss some of the important questions related to method overriding in Java. So our first question is, can we override static methods in Java? So its answer is no, we cannot override static method in Java. Let's try this in our program. So this is my parent class and this is my child class. Now the method in my parent class is static. So here you can see that when I am overriding my method in our child class, then it is not allowing us. So it means that we cannot override static method in Java. Now our second part is, if our answer is no, then why we cannot override static method in Java? We cannot override static method in Java. This is because our static methods belongs to a class and not to an object, that is static methods belongs to static memory area and not to an heap memory area. Now let us discuss our second question, that is, can we override main method in Java? Its answer is no, we cannot override main method in Java, and this is because our main method is static, and as we have already discussed that we cannot override static methods in Java. Now our third question is, can child class reference hold the object of parent class? As we have already discussed that our child class reference can hold a particular child class object and our parent class reference can hold any child class object. But here our question is, can a child class reference holds an object of parent class? So its answer is no. A child class reference cannot hold the object of a parent class. As we have already discussed that son is a child of father class. So here in this statement you can see that this is a reference of our child class and this is an object of our parent class. So here we are getting compile time error when we are assigning parent class object to a child class reference. It means that child class reference can only hold a particular child class object and it cannot hold an object of a parent class. Now this is very important question in Java, that is, can we override instance variable in Java? Then its answer is no, we cannot override instance variable in Java. Let us try to understand it by the help of an example. So this is my father class and inside my father class I have created an instance variable name and its value is father, and this is my child class son which is extending the parent class father, and our son class is also having an instance variable name and its value is son. Now here we are having a parent class reference and this is a child class object, and here in this statement we are printing the value of our instance variable by using a reference of our parent class. Now let's run our program. So my dear friends, here you can see that when we are printing the value of our instance variable by using a parent class reference, then it is printing the value father, which is the value we have assigned to our instance variable which is present in a parent class, which means that we cannot override instance variables in Java programming language. Now our next question is, can we override private methods in Java? And its answer is no, we cannot override private methods in Java. So in my father class, this is my overridden method which I am overriding inside my child class. Let me make this method as private. So here you can see that we are getting compile time error, and this is because our private method is visible only inside a class and we cannot access the private method of a class in child class. In other words, we can say that private methods is not visible outside the class. This is the reason we cannot override private methods in Java. Now our next question is, can we override final methods in Java? Then my dear friends, its answer is no, we cannot override final methods in Java. So here in our son class we have overridden and get message method of our father class. Now let me make this method as final. So my dear friends, here you can see that we are getting compile time error and it is saying that we cannot override final methods of father class, which means that we cannot override final methods in Java programming language. Now my dear friends, let us discuss our next important question related to overriding, and that is, can we override constructors in Java? So its answer is no, we cannot override constructors in Java. As we know that constructors are the special methods in Java which are having the same name as that of the class name, and constructors don't have any return type. Now my dear friend, this son is my child class and father is my parent class. Now inside my father class I have created a constructor and it is having the same name as that of the class name, that is father, and inside this we can write initialization code. Now my dear friends, let us try to override the constructor in our child class. So when I'm trying to override constructor in my child class, then it is giving me compile time error, that is return type for the method is missing. As we know that constructor is having same name as that of the class name and constructor is not having any return type. So a constructor can only be created inside its class and we cannot override constructors in Java programming language. So my dear friends, hope you are able to understand all the concepts related to method overriding. Do like, comment and subscribe my channel and click the bell icon for latest updates.